Hey, welcome back. Today we're doing a video all about pizza. There are a lot of people in the fitness industry and in the health and wellness field that are now saying that there are alternatives, ways to making pizza to make it healthy and to fit an everyday lifestyle. So I found not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 different recipes of different alternative ways of making pizza and making it a more healthy, more macro friendly, high protein, low in processed carbs and fats. All of the pizza recipes are gluten-free because I can't have gluten. So if you're gluten-free and want some pizza alternatives as well, maybe some of these can give you a good idea. Let's put it to the test. Let's challenge and see if it has the taste and the flavor and if it still just like satisfies that pizza needs, you know, because sometimes when you're craving a pizza, sometimes these healthy alternatives don't quite satisfy the cravings. So the first pizza that we're making is called a cloud pizza. It claims that it has 300 calories, 11 carbs, 14 grams of fat, and 36 grams of protein. To make this pizza, you will need 4 egg whites, 1 tablespoon of corn flour. I couldn't find any corn flour, so we found gluten-free pizza base substitute. You need 1 teaspoon of Italian seasonings, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 60 grams of light cheese, and 20 milliliters of tomato sauce. First, you need to start off by whisking the egg whites. I had a lot of issues when I was whisking these egg whites, not because of the whisking of the egg whites, but more because of the whisk things that I had, the electric whisk that I had. First, it just wouldn't connect into the machine. So then I was like, oh, well, I can just do it just with the 1 whisk. But I was very wrong. It didn't do anything to the egg whites because I think you need the 2 of them to beat it up together. So then I managed to get the other one in, but it wasn't actually fully connecting in. So I had to put a bit of pressure down onto the machine with the bowl just to hold the whisk in. So as I was doing it, it was killing the shit out of my arm. So not only do you have a very high protein, low carb pizza, but you also get a workout when doing this one. I was really surprised with the consistency of the egg whites after just beating it for a while. It definitely gives like a meringue texture at the end. It took maybe about 5 minutes of standing there whisking it. It was actually really easy to make this pizza base. It just takes a little bit of time and patience. It worked out really well. And then I'm pretty sure she did pizza seasoning and garlic powder. Oh, Italian seasonings. Sorry. It's gonna be a classic margarita.
Margarita.
It's really not easy to spread. I feel like it's taking the base with it. So 190, putting it into the oven. Looks delightful. The texture of the pizza base when you were eating it was so crispy but so light. It just really worked well. Also with the cheese and the pizza sauce, just everything just worked so perfectly together.
And?
It's really good.
It's good?
I have to say that the cloud pizza was definitely one of my more favorite ones of the day. Okay, so next we have 65 gram protein powerless pizza. Flourless pizza, not powerless. You need 3/4 cup of lentils. You need 3/4 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1/2 tablespoon of dried basil, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast, and 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon onion powder. Combine everything into a blender and blend until smooth. Put on baking paper, spread into a circle. I did like a rectangle. You can do whatever shape you want. And then bake for 450 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that was like 210 degrees, normal degrees. And for 10 minutes, and then you have to take it out and flip it over, and then you add your toppings. Yeah, add the toppings and return to the oven for 10 more minutes. This one was really nice. The only problem was it was a thick base and it was very granularly. It didn't fix so well. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't turn the oven up to 230 something. I left it on 190, so it's important to have it high enough. Yum. The pizza base is so good. Okay, so as you can see, the pizza base is just kind of falling apart. It's not safe to hold and try and eat. I think you have to use this one with utensils. Oh, maybe you can pick it up now. It's cooler, actually. Because before this bit, you could see it just fell apart. But this bit... putting it to the ultimate test. It's good. I have to say I like the egg one better.
Me too.
This one was really nice. The only problem was it was very a thick base and it was very granularly. It didn't fix so well. Okay, so the next pizza I found is a 2-ingredient high protein pizza. It claims that it has only 490 calories, 55 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of fat. The ingredients are 70 grams of self-raising flour. Again, I couldn't find self-raising flour, so we just had a pizza base mix that we added into it. 80 grams of 0% fat Greek yogurt, a pinch of salt, 30 grams of protein cheese. We don't have any protein cheese here in Berlin, so I just used a different one. And 120 grams of chicken breast and 20 grams of tomato puree. Mix flour, yogurt, salt, and 30 grams of high protein cheese. We don't have high protein cheese, we just have simply... I think the cheese was meant to be just for the top. Cheese is going in there. Mix dough and roll out. This was such a sticky base. I don't know. I think I stuffed up somehow. Maybe you should have used a self-raising flour. I don't know what I did wrong. And then it just says to add the tomato puree on top and add other toppings on top. If you want to make this pizza and match the macros to the recipe, you would have to use every single ingredient the same as what they used. In Berlin, I haven't found high protein cheese. I don't think that's really a thing here, so it's probably just a thing you can get in the States. Also, you have to pre-cook the chicken and put the chicken on top of the pizza to have the 120 grams of protein into the pizza. A chicken pizza coming in later. And so I didn't have enough chicken to also put the chicken on top of this pizza. I had to use the chicken to make the chicken base of the other one. Therefore, the protein was definitely not there. And then cook in oven for 15 to 20 minutes on 180. Giving me pizza vibes. It was quite delicious, but I do cool cap on that one because it claims that it has 2-ingredient high protein pizza. So the 2 ingredients that make it high protein, I guess, would be the Greek yogurt, the protein cheese, and the chicken. So that's not even 2, that's 3 anyway. So if you don't have the high protein cheese, then you just have the Greek yogurt and the chicken. And then, like I said, I ended up not putting the chicken on because I stuffed up and I needed the chicken for the chicken pizza. You just have the Greek yogurt. So plus it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients, plus whatever else you want to put on top of it. So I don't know, I call a bit cap on this one. The pizza was nice, but then we had a chicken pizza. So the chicken pizza I was the most excited for because I really felt like this would be a really delicious tasting pizza. You need 160 ounces of chicken, 1 egg, and 1 cup of parmesan. 160 ounces of chicken is 4,535.924 grams. Anyway, I think I used roughly around 500 grams of chicken and then 1 egg, and I completely forgot to use the parmesan cheese through the whole recipe. So you put all of the ingredients into the blender and then you just mince it all up. I would put a little bit of oil down first and then put the chicken on top. I also added a little bit of herbs on top of that. Then you put it into the oven first at 232.222 degrees Celsius, which is 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you put it in there for 20 minutes. And when you take it out, flip it over, and then you put the toppings on top. And then you put it back in for 5 minutes. The chicken pizza, although the idea and the concept really sounded amazing to me and I was super excited for this one out of all of them, it tasted the worst. It was my least favorite of the day. It had such a weird rubbery texture. It didn't taste like really like chicken at all. So it is like an actual pizza. It's like a little bit rubbery. The texture of the base is a bit weird. Kind of tastes like you're eating like plastic almost. You know what I mean? Like some sort of like rubber mat.
I don't like it.
I don't really like the texture so much either, to be honest. Yeah, this was my least favorite of the day. I was really disappointed because it was the one that I was looking forward to the most. So, and then we have our last pizza, which is from the Flexible Dieting Lifestyle. For this pizza, it claims that the macros for the whole pizza are 649 calories, 74 grams of carbs, 13 grams of fat, and 59 grams of protein. You need 75 grams of self-raising flour, normal flour with a pinch of sea salt, and 4 grams of baking powder, which they say in the description is also fine. We just use gluten-free pizza base, 12 grams of coconut flour, 5 grams of nutritional yeast, garlic powder, dried basil, 150 grams of plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and 75 grams of egg whites. Mix dry ingredients first, then add your wet ingredients. Add dough, baking powder, and put it in the oven for 150 degrees Fahrenheit, which we said is approximately 230 degrees, for 10 minutes, and then take it out, add your toppings, and then put it in for another 5 to 10 minutes. So I tried to make them smaller so then they're not so hot. I don't know if my theory works, but it's now a tiny little bit of pizza. This one was really good. This one was, I think, one of the favorites of the day. I would give this one definitely a 10 out of 10. Between this one and the cloud pizza, these two were the favorite of the day. Out of those two pizzas, if you wanted to make a high protein pizza at home, these would be the two recipes that I would recommend to try. This video is pretty chaotic. I recorded the start of it about 2 months ago now. I was a little bit everywhere with it, but I hope you could follow along. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed making this video. I had a lot of fun playing around with these recipes, and I hope that you enjoyed watching the video and got something out of this. If not, just pure entertainment, because I think I fucked up quite a lot of it, and it was a fun day. I think next I'm going to be going into more of the dessert route. So if you would like to see what I have coming up next, please subscribe and yeah, follow along. You can follow me on any of my social media at Jessie Scotch. Yeah, catch you next time. Cheers. Really good.